like to share a story with you, a story about a family that is moving from Sweden into Beijing. Upon initial visit to Beijing, the family had a chance to see what it would look like to live in the city. Once they completed their pre-visit and returned home, they informed their company that they would not accept the assignment. When the business partners found out about the family's decision, they reached out to our consultants to ask what happened. During the pre-visit, it was discovered that the employee's son was into competitive diving, and if the family relocated into Beijing, he would have to give up on his dream. The company tried to do initial research to find a coach that would be suitable, but there were none available. In 2008, Beijing hosted the Olympics, and the survey consultant had one question: where are the coaches now? Upon initial brief research into social media and other local websites, the consultant was able to track down one of the coaches. Upon contact, the coach agreed to train the family's son and to help him progress in his career in competitive diving. When the family found out about this news, they were ecstatic. They accepted their assignment and moved into Beijing. After 4 years of a successful assignment, they returned back home, and the company's initiatives and programs were completed successfully. When considering doing business in China, it's important to understand what are the legal requirements and what are the government-instructed regulations regarding bringing employees into the country. For example, would it be important for your business to understand what is the difference between bringing in an employee under an M visa for business or an R visa for talent, or even bringing in an employee for a 6-month business visa? Why is this important, and what are the application process behind it, and how does it open your company to liability? Or perhaps if your assignees have international shipments they're bringing into the country, and one of these gets held up in customs, how would you resolve an issue? Would it be effective to have somebody on the ground that can help to support and call the Customs Bureau or even visit the Customs Bureau to negotiate a solution? Starting a new venture or ramping up operations in China can be a lot like charting new territory for many. What would consistent and reliable access to a navigational guide with a personal touch look like? To start, we suggest you have access to a network of individuals and corporations to share best practices. You would have a window into resources that can help your business grow and thrive. We engage in quarterly white paper research, analysis on market trends, and reporting on everything from policy adjustments to housing markets, as well as case studies with clients that we work with. All this information would be open and accessible to you. Every operation is unique, and each initiative needs to have a well-fitting supporting model. Excessive spending takes the backseat to intelligent design programs for your employees that maximize efficiency and reduce excess. You may need a full coverage model for second or third tier regions, but require a lighter model for modern cities like Shanghai, where amenities abound. Thus, we have the capability to design a flexible program that supports your corporate needs. One of the most important decisions you can make is where to appropriately allocate resources. For example, in China, if you're opening an R&D center, is it best to be in Beijing or is it best to be in Shanghai? What are most companies doing? If you're opening a representative office, would you open in Shanghai like many of the other companies? Or how about car manufacturing? Would you base your operations out in Chengdu? Or depending on the industry, would you have your imports coming through northern cities like Dalian? Once a location has been designated to support a company's initiatives, achieving seamless transfers of talent through mobility is key. With offices across key strategic locations, such as Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, even down into Hong Kong, we are able to provide consistent support. Whether you're starting a plant in Chengdu, opening an R&D center in Beijing, or opening a rep office down here in Shanghai. We will do what it takes to ensure that you have everything you need to successfully transition talent into China. Whether it's visa and immigration policy consulting, developing a key mobility program that seamlessly transfers skill sets, or support for complexities in regards to regulations and market trends. Wherever you are, we will be there.